How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. We have another EX2 show match for you guys. This time around we have Gallantmon going up against Jammin' Ogremon, which is a deck that is trying to use the old Ogremon from the old EX set with the new blue plugin to give it Jammin'. So you could swing uncontested and then try not to get your opponent. It's a pretty cool deck idea and I know you guys will enjoy it. Once again, I do apologize if there is a little bit of glare, but it should not be too bad. We're gonna start off with a Takato, who's such a strong tamer. I'm actually so impressed by him. I wasn't sure how much I would like it, but after playing a little bit of the Gallantmon, it's crazy how strong it is. We get another one from security, which is real nice. Gassi can swing, but then Demonic Disaster is gonna come down to kill the Gassi to restand the scatter mode, who had Jammin' naturally anyway. So you can see this purple deck is very aggressive. You can do some really cool combos. You have lots of ways to restand your Digimon and get extra swings, and then, you know, give the Ogremon some Jammin' for some big hits. Thinking of, you know, what the discard is gonna be, and scatter mode swings again. This time it does die. Not only does it die, but we also get a Geograph for trouble, which is pretty nice. The Kato is on your turn only though, so you can't tap it there to get some memory. This one we took quite a bit of damage, only down to security, but our setup is not the worst. Although I like her play because, like, if she had left up the scatter mode, like, we definitely would have been able to clear it, get some kind of memory. But I guess, like, she has to do something, so to pass the turn is gonna hard play the Labra and get the cycle. We're able to go into a new Wargrowl, who is such a strong Digimon. Another card I was very impressed by. We're able to swing, pop the rookie, tap double Takato, and then gain 2 memory. Essentially going into our level 5 for 1 memory, which is pretty crazy. And it also gets Blitz basically, right? So actually wild. We do hit into a purple memory boost in security, which right now doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. But it definitely could spell disaster later on. She's definitely not going to build in the front. I'm going to just set up the Mimi. We don't have a ton of options, but her deck definitely does. And we hit into a Matt, which is so sad. No level 6 just yet. She takes the Demonic Disaster back. Matt really good for, you know, giving memory, but also being able to reuse the options. We can blitz with another Wargrowl, and we'll be set up for lethal next turn where we can go swing, and then rookie for game. But at this point, she has memory to work with. The Mimi, there's the Ogremon. Now, usually Ogremon would swing, and you're like, okay, but it's 5k, definitely dies to security, right? However, because of the blue plugin, you can give it Jammin'. It's cool because the plugin cards are definitely meant for a security deck, but they can be used in any deck really as long as you play Tamers. So you can see she swings with Ogremon twice, discarding the Icemon to do so, and then can Demonic Disaster, kill the Icemon, restand the Ogre, and swing for game. By the way, that Ogre maintains its effect and can swing again for 3 checks technically if you discard again, which is the way the main combo works. So you can see pretty strong stuff, very aggressive purple deck. Definitely recommend trying something like it if you guys have not. Also, let me know in the comments what other decks are you guys using the plugins for, because they're just, like I was saying, very good cards in general. Gonna be starting with the Gabu and then a memory boost, or we're gonna be building into a Growlmon, another card I really like a lot, especially when combined with the Takato. It's actually crazy how much memory a red deck can gain, and it feels really nice, you know, going from old boring red decks to, like, I don't know, the Gallant deck just seems really cool to me. I'm definitely going to experiment with it and come up with my own build. So hopefully I can show you guys some more of that in the future. Gonna just be going with another purple memory boost, going with a bit of more setup. You know, the purple deck, it's like an aggro deck, but it's also a combo deck in a way, right? You want to find your pieces. We can then go into the Wargrowl, and once again, Blitz. Look at that, right? We can swing, push damage, get card draw from inheritables. We have a ton of DP, and we get a bunch of memory. We hit into the plugin in security, which is kind of bad because it gives her card draw and she gets to draw a card. Very strong stuff, but we're able to memory choke her to 1, which is nice. Gonna go into a Lobmon. Lobmon can be pretty good because you want to be setting up those little Mimis, and being able to play the Mimi for 1 just feels really strong in general. We know she has the plugin. Gonna go into a scatter mode, so no Ogremon just yet, means that we're relatively safe to go. And this Wargrowl is just putting in work. Anything that's playing in the front is gonna just get cleared. We're able to swing, get some good damage. Another plugin means that even more damage is going to be passed over. The Icemon comes out. I guess just going to be swinging and cycling, right? If she had a Mimi, she could play it for 1 before passing turn, which would be very good. Icemon, of course, naturally has jamming, does survive against security. What is the play then? What is the answer? I feel like we're in a good spot. We haven't really been able to go into a Gallant, but like I said, I'm definitely impressed by the War Growl. It does put in quite a bit of work, and the Takato is just so good in general. Plus, we get card draw from the Inheritables. Gonna just Deathclaw it to guarantee the turn and the cycle. She can go to 0 and then maintain turn. Get a bunch of discards. Yeah, she has so many plugins, she can actually just discard them. They're definitely good discard fodder if you already have multiple, since you really only need 1 for your main combo, right? But you definitely want to run multiples of them so you can see it. And as you saw, it's also pretty good in security. Purple always loves the card draw. And then playing another Icemon to pass turn. Just getting as much setup as possible, right? We're going to Red Memory. I think I'm just searching for my level 6, so we just have not found one yet. Take the Megidramon. Digimon I definitely really like. So we can go to Megidra and pop the Icemon, but like swinging just clears it anyway. And we get quite a bit of memory back because of our Inheritables. We get double the card draw as well. And I feel like the 8k is relatively safe to swing against a deck like this. She is able to discard Nidhoggs to gain memory, you know, throughout the game, which is definitely pretty good. And we hit into a Jack Rain security, which is unlucky. Her security has been absurd this game, right? Actually insane. But it be like that sometimes. We're gonna now just hard play a Gallantmon to set up for lethal next turn. While the Ogremon deck could do a lot of damage, it definitely needs a setup, and since she has to build this turn means that we're not going to take damage this turn. You can see it, she'll be set up for a game next turn, right? Ogremon could swing, get the jamming, get some restands. But at this point we could just swing aggressively. The Ogremon deck, while very aggressive, is not very good defensively, and we're able to just swing and close out the game. So now we're going into a game 3 here. Gonna be starting off with the Digimon, who looks super cute. No rookie, but at least we're able to set up a hero, which is nice. On the other side, we have the Gabu, and to scatter is like the best possible opener, right? Like early chip damage is great. You want to be able to cycle through your cards, find your pieces. Gonna be going into a very early Ogremon though. And then look at that setup. Mimi and memory boost means that next turn she has a ton of memory to work with, and with the plugin can instantly start doing a ton of damage. We are able to find a rookie and then just start Digimon in the back. You know, knowing we have hero for extra memory. Not the Kato just yet though, so it's not like we're gonna have blitz or anything like that. Ogremmon's gonna come out, he's gonna be swinging. Does not have the plugin though, so... But does survive. Actually, no, he dies, right? Yeah, gets the on deletion. So you see the difference of like why the plugin is so crucial, right? Because like with the plugin, that's like an extra check, an extra body, and potential restand, right? Without the plugin though, that Ogremon just dies most of the time. And you can see how setup heavy the deck is. All these Mimis, all these purple memory boosts, all the demonic disasters. Ogremon only did 1 damage, but the setup is definitely there. We could swing. We hit into a blue plugin. And just going to a Megiddo to pass the turn. We both mill, which is honestly not bad for her deck anyway, but like as Gallant, you want your opponent's trash to be filled so you can do all your crazy effects, right? So I think the Megiddo is still okay. Plus, after Megiddo is answered, we could still get our Takato and our Gallantmon for free. I think the Gallantmon is actually super powerful. He's such a strong Digimon. He can also on Digimon like kill something, right? So it's always doing something relevant. Gonna go into an Ogre. The first Ogre did not do enough, but this one is definitely being set up for success. She could take back the Nidhogg for extra memory, but because of the double memory boost and the Mimis, I feel like she already has infinite memory. Instead, doing the smart plan, taking back the hybrid, because after the Ogremon does all its checks, you're going to need 1 more swing to close out the game. We hit into a Jax raid. See, so the purple deck has so many like tamers and options that like their security tends to be pretty good. Although it's not like that great defensively. It's just a bunch of utility you're swinging into basically. And now at 3, can Ogremon swing? Gonna just crack the memory boost just to be extra safe. It doesn't even feel like they're needed, right? Can play the plugin for 1, tap in a Mimi. Now Ogremon is free to swing, discarding an Icemon to get 2 swings with jamming so it survives. Demonic Disaster to restand, tap in the Mimi so that it's free. Ogremon can swing, can discard again. This time it would be for 3 checks, and this is all with jamming while drawing cards from the Owner's Call. We know the hybrid is there, so that is going to be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Thank you guys so much for watching.